tonight's game is Pokemon Play It, which is it's an interactive how-to guide. It's a mix. It's like it's like a tutorial for how to play the Pokemon card game. There's some reference material here. There's some quizzes about the card game and so forth and so on. You can print out your own coins to use in the game. I don't know how the fuck that works. You can't print a coin unless you have like a... There's a specific term for printing coins. It's called minting them. And I guess you can print out like a little... your own Chansey coin and like stick it to a quarter. And it could be like a ghetto thing, I guess. This came out in the year 2000. So, to make y'all feel old, when this was released, Windows XP did not exist. It was not a thing. The system requirements for this game say Windows 9X and a Pentium, not Pentium 2 or 3 or 4, a Pentium 1 processor that is 133 megahertz or better. This specifically came in the starter set for the trading card game, not the first starter set. Here's a quick history lesson for you. When the Pokemon trading card game came out here in the States, you had what was called the base set, which was the original one, and then you had the jungle set, the expansion, and the fossil expansion set. And then once Nintendo figured out that there was money here, they took those first three sets and re-released the best cards as what was called base set number 2. And the starter set for base set number 2 came with this interactive guide on how to play the game. Generation 1, the first edition of Pokemon Play It, because I believe they did eventually release updated versions of it to include things like baby Pokemon and other gameplay mechanics that did not exist when they made this. So I would like to show you more of my Pokemon collection from the era, but Hurricane Harvey had a thing or two to say about that, so the only reason why this survived is because this was kept with my software and not with my Pokemon trash. Even if you're new to the world of Pokemon, you'll have lots of fun learning and playing this adventure-filled trading card game. So pop this disc in your computer and blah, blah, blah. Sheep, thank you for the 13 Twitch pennies. Oh, no, I see what you're doing. You're doing the... Oh, and it's covering up the bit sign. There we go. It's covering up my Twitch penny sign. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I could probably hammer out the lyrics if that's all. That's as far as you're going. That's all you got the bits for. You just what is this? The Hit Clips version of the fucking Pokemon theme song? You just play the first. It's like a jukebox preview or something. So we're gonna do that. So I wanted to. You had a bits for the theme song, but you got enough Twitch pennies for Viridian City. What's up with that? What's up with that? I do have a couple things left over from the Pokemon trading card game. Those of you that have not played the Pokemon trading card game, it's not that difficult to learn. And way back in the day, it was a big deal when this card game came out. People still play it today. I think it's still a thing that people care about. But when the trading card game came out, it was a huge deal. And this is my original League book from when I was a kid, and that I used to go to events and get little stamps. You look on the back, I got the holographic stamp, which means I'm apparently a certified coach, which means I can tell people the hustle. It's good hustle. Put down that energy card, right? Oh, that's it. 5 laps. 5 laps. Let's go. I don't have a whistle, otherwise I'd be blowing a whistle right now. What those are for is there's a Mew and an Eevee, and whenever you fill them up, you've got a promotional card. And you earn points by just playing games. Actually, if I open this up, I can tell you, attending an event, you get 10 points. If you bring a friend, you get 10 points, which is 10 points is 1 stamp, so just a point. Just Aetherwolf, thank you for the subscription. Sheep, thank you for gifting that to Aetherwolf. I appreciate that. Enjoy all one of my Twitch emote, Aether. Don't spend them all in one place. Completing a league activity. I don't know what that was. Completing a set of Pokemon cards, which at the time was base, jungle, or fossil, was worth up to 30 possible points. And it says per season. I don't know what that means. But for spending all that money, you get 3 fucking stamps. That's kind of worthless. Helping the gym leader, which was the person who was in charge of watching all you little shits during the thing, that was 10 points. Playing a game is 10 points. Winning that game is worth 10 more points. Teaching the game to a new player is somehow worth 20 points. That's the most that's the most lucrative one. And then trading a Pokemon card was 10 points. But they basically made it so that you couldn't just keep trading. You could not do the Beavis and Butthead thing and just trade the same fucking thing back and forth to rack up points. They had a thing against that. I don't want to show the inside of this page right here because it actually has the contact information of like the store, the hobby store that I used to play at and stuff like that. So I don't want to like, you know, I could try to, you know, go like that, but I don't know who has that phone number now. So I just don't want to do that. I should have covered it up. But it has a spot for your favorite Pokemon, and of course I put down Mewtwo. But what's crazy here is that I don't remember this, but when I signed up, they gave me a TCG league number, which is powered by DCI, which is something that Wizards of the Coast uses, and it's an 8-digit number, and I actually looked up this number. I did some Googling to find out how you can look up a DCI number, and it still exists on Wizards.com because Wizards of the Coast used to produce the game. I have 0 lifetime points because it looks like it's rolled over to be a Magic the Gathering Planeswalker website, so I don't play that. But it says I've got no points, which I would not. I don't think these promotional. I don't think these would have been added to a system at some point back then. I thought that was just amusing that after 20 fucking years, it's still around. It still exists. It was registered electronically, and it still exists in some form, which is just weird to me. But yeah, when you do this is let me just turn to a page that has stamps on it. Here's an example one. You basically fill out these. You get stamps on these things, and then you get the little gym badges, the Cascade badge, Soul badge, Boulder badge, all those things, and they were actually little proper lapel pins. I don't have any of these anymore, so I can't show you. But you also, if you got enough stamps, you got something called a technical machine sticker, and I don't know what those were. Because if I actually flip to the back of this thing, there's a miniature album for stickers, for TM stickers, and was there 16 of them? I don't have any of these, and I tried Googling these to see what they were, and I can't seem to parse these out of just the sea of just general just trash and irrelevant results. So I don't actually know what that is. Do you? Do you have to have Soul to have the Soul badge? The only person who has the Soul badge is James Brown, and he took that shit with him to the grave. So, was there anything else in here that's worth showing off? I mostly just wanted to show this because this is like one of the few things I still have. And the only reason I have this is because this was, for some reason, tucked in with my video game manuals. It used to be inside a PS2 box because it fits inside of one. But, you know, yeah, that's what it was. So I got that. I'm just glad I still have this.